What's up, gang? In this video, I'm gonna break down what to do if you're going to the gym 3 to 5 days a week already and you're trying to lose 25 to 35 pounds of body fat. This is just a general plan. It's not like a specific avatar, but if you do these things, then you will see things move in the right direction. I'm not saying you'll lose 25 pounds like that, but you will see things trend in the right direction. So I want to kind of break things down for you. We're gonna go over some of the food and fitness things I would recommend if someone was like, hey Liv, I wanna do this. Like, what are some really simple ways that I can get started? And this is if you're going to a CrossFit gym, a regular, just like bodybuilding gym, whatever, but you're doing some type of resistance training, aerobic training, some combination of that, high intensity workouts, right? Like doing CrossFit 3 to 5 days a week, some type of training, not just like walking only. So getting some amount of resistance training in is what I'm trying to get at. So these are the first things that I would say to do if you're trying to lose 25 to 35 pounds of body fat. So number one, immediately, I would start increasing your steps. Now, I know that's super vague, but let's say you're at 4,000 steps right now. Next week, I want you to hit 5,000. The week after that, I want you to hit 6. Week after that, I want you to hit 7. You get the idea, so on and so forth, but it has a cap, right? We don't just go on forever until you get to that 10,000, right? So if you're already doing 9, great. Next week, do 10 and then keep it at 10. So making sure that your steps are around 10,000 per day, it's gonna be challenging at first, especially if you're like in the low like 3s or 4s. It's gonna feel like a lot, just a heads up. It's gonna feel like a lot, but it's gonna help keep your total daily energy expenditure up, AKA the amount of calories that you're burning throughout the day, like when you're not at the gym, right? Think about that. So steps number one, and then number two is going to be, shocker if you've been following my content at all on Instagram or on here. I know I've only been doing YouTube videos for a little bit, but number two is gonna be real food, right? So, and what do I mean by real food? Like I say that a lot, but I don't know if people always know what I mean. So when I say real food, I'm talking about single ingredient foods. I'm talking about when you go into the grocery store, everything on the perimeter of the grocery store. So if it comes out of a box or a package or a bag, that's not real food. I'm not talking about anything that just says high protein on it. I'm talking about actually one single ingredient, right? Like eggs, strawberries, steak, sweet potatoes, right? Like you get the idea, right? Like actually one ingredient in those things. And I would have this be 80+% of what you eat. I'm not saying it needs to be everything, but 80+% of what you eat in a given day should be quote unquote real food. And that's gonna do a couple things. The first thing, and I think really one of the biggest things, and what I hear from clients all the time is like, Liv, this is so much food. I've never been able to lose body fat like this and be eating so much. It's like, yeah, well, we can eat so much food whenever that food is less calorically dense. We're not eating food that has a ton of additives and sugars and super high in fat and oils and all this other bullshit in it. All of a sudden we can eat a lot more of it without, it packing on a ton of calories and putting us in a caloric surplus super easily, right? And that's one thing I want to clear up too. It's not that, not single ingredient foods or processed, high protein cakes and muffins and all that bullshit is like the worst thing you could ever eat. I get it. It has a good amount of protein in it for that serving of food. I understand. However, it's not going to nearly fill you up the same way that something like steak or chicken or salmon is going to do, right? You can eat so much more volume of that food. Yes, it also has more of vitamins, micronutrients, minerals in it, but you're also just gonna feel way fuller and it's gonna significantly reduce your cravings. I know me, if I have a high protein muffin, like 30 minutes later, I'm gonna be hungry. Where if I had that same amount of protein in something like, you know, chicken or fish or Greek yogurt even, something like that, then I'm not gonna be hungry that soon after that, right? Like I'm gonna be able to eat so much more of that food than I have of something that's like very, very dense in calories, right? Like, so that's why I'm always pressing people and pushing real food, because one, in those type of like high protein foods, there's a bunch of just ingredients that you have no idea how to pronounce. And two, it's going to keep you way more full, reduce your cravings. And then once like I'm eating a lot of food and I'm losing body fat, like that's the best of both worlds. That's where we want to be living. We don't want to be living where, like, yeah, I'm losing body fat, but I'm starving all the time. My hunger is like through the roof. Like I am like hangry an hour after I eat. Like that is a red flag to me. If someone says that to me, I'm like, we better like dig a little deeper and figure out what types of food you're actually eating and consuming. Because if you're eating real single ingredient foods, especially 80% of the time, you're not gonna be feeling super hungry throughout the day. Your cravings should be significantly lower and you're gonna be feeling fuller and losing body fat at the same time. And you're gonna be like, what the hell's going on? This is awesome. I've never been able to do this. I feel full, my energy's up, I'm hitting PRs, I'm getting stronger in the gym and losing body fat at the same time. And like, I don't have those cravings that I used to have. That's like the best case scenario. And so how we do that is with getting in real food in the right portions for you, right? Everybody's different with that, but getting in real food 80% of the time. That is like one of the biggest things that is going to be an impact for you. And then the third, which we kind of touched on, is getting in, I kind of fucked this up here, but getting in resistance training, right? Getting in some type of weight training. And if you're doing it 3 days a week, do it 4 days a week. Do it more often. And not only increase the frequency, but you need to increase the intensity, most likely. Some people are already training hard, so if that's you, well, you're probably doing this 3-5 days a week already, but try to increase the intensity. And what I mean by that is most people, whenever they do bodybuilding or whatever, they're only getting with about 3 to 5 reps within failure. So kind of like do a set of curls, like say it's like 8 each side, whatever. And like on their 8th one, like they could have done 12, maybe even 15 each side, right? Like they're not lifting with a lot of intensity. They're not getting very close within that range of failure. So what I tell, my clients, people that I work with, is trying to get within 1 to 3 reps of failure. You don't always need to go to 1 rep of failure, right? Like there's room there, but I think going to 1 to 3 more often, I'm not saying all the time, but hitting that 1 to 3 reps to failure more often is going to cause more adaptation, more damage in the muscle tissue, and then cause it to grow back bigger and stronger. If you're just going through the motions, checking the box, doing curls, whatever resistance training you're doing, and you're going through the motions of it, I'm not saying you might as well not do it. It's better than nothing, of course, but it is not going to get you the results that you want nearly as efficiently if you increase the frequency that you are increasing the intensity, right? More often getting to that 1 to 3 reps within failure. So if you are going to the gym 3 to 5 days a week, you're 25 pounds, like you want to lose 25 pounds of body fat to 35 pounds, right? This will work. Number 1, I would just do this, right? Like I would just worry about like continue what you're doing, and then I would just increase those steps by 1,000 each week until you get to 10,000. Then I would focus on eating real food, right? So start this week 1, week 2, start this, right? As you're increasing this 1,000 every week until you get to 10. Week 2, start this. Eating real food, single ingredient food, 80% of the time. And then making sure that you are not only weight training, checking the box, just like, yeah, I did this, but actually increasing the frequency if it's not already like in that like 3 to 5 range. But really it's increasing the intensity whenever you are weight training to more often get within that 1 to 3 reps of failure. If If you do these 3 things and you're 25 to 35 pounds overweight, you're trying to lose that amount of body fat, if you do these, I promise you, you will see insane results from this. And you're actually consistent. That's the big thing, right? You actually have to be consistent with this. If you are, you will see crazy shit. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.